Fire signs, what up, big homies? How y'all feeling? So this is going to serve as your December and your, ooh, already got cards falling out. Your December and January reading. I'm going to be on vacay December 18th through January the 8th. So I wanted to make sure that I left you with some guidance going into this new calendar year, and that you all understood where you stood within the cosmos. I am going to do the general reading. I'm going to do it a little bit differently than I did last time. Every time I read, it's probably going to be different. I'm just letting you know. So if you're looking for a particular rhyme or reason, I am tapping into my Aquarian goodness, and you'll get what Spirit directs me to give y'all. So the card that flew out for y'all was the Hermit. So oh shit, y'all just got cards flying out, don't you? What's going on with y'all? So we're gonna see where this takes us, but okay, that's just too many damn cards. But apparently they need to be read, because I tried to pick them up and they were just like, oh, what the hell are you doing with your life? So let's take a look and see. Every deck has something to say. Let's see what your plant ally is. Any other plant allies? There we go. I'm really excited to see what 2023 is going to bring in store, and how we navigate cleaning up 2022 or leaving it behind in y'all's reading. I just did the air signs, and that's some marvelous shit. So I'm looking forward to seeing what fire has in store for itself. I'm going to do the collective for y'all, and then I'll pull a card from each deck for each individual sign toward the end. Okay, that's just too goddamn many. Do you as a deck have anything that you want to say to the fire sign collective? Yes, you do. Okay. Anything else that you would like to say to the fire sign collective? Anything else? I know my thumb is small, but do you have anything else that you want to say? Nope. All right, cool. Well, apparently, the Holy Water deck has some shit to say to you. So let's see what's up. Top of the reading for y'all, though. The Hermit and the Seven of Swords. Alright, so I'm not gonna do it the way that I typically do, where like I tell y'all each individual card and all that shit. I'm just gonna read and give some clarity, okay? Okay, now you tell me there's too many cards. Okay, so of these cards, who has something to say? Okay, clearly you do. Okay. Anybody else? Apologies, y'all. But your cards are being a little persnickety. Like some of y'all. I'm just playing. Just playing. I love y'all. I love fire people. I love the fire element. I'm a pyro. You can't see it, but I'm over here burning all kind of candles and incense just because I love the flame. Alright. Alright, cool. There. Alright. Your herbal allies here are foxglove, which is for connection, and sage for purification. So lean into maybe needing to sage some shit. Cooking with some sage during the holiday season, right? It's uplifting, but what I love about sage is that it's also clarifying, as well as purifying to not only the mind but also the body, and of course the spirit. Foxglove, connection, especially sitting here with what we have at the top of the reading. Like, this is the time for you to truly connect not only with yourself but with those who help mirror aspects of yourself that maybe you've forgotten about. So like maybe you're reconnecting with friends in like a social circle that's more artistic, or maybe you're reconnecting with friends who tap into a medium that you like have left behind. Like I keep getting like this has to do with like creativity, This has to do with even money and resources, like finances. Like, let's say you used to be in psychology or used to be in finance, and like you're starting to dust off, like you're doing like meetup groups with people who do that, and it's like more digestible, and just kind of like getting your toes back into something that you left behind, something that you thought that you lost. I hear that very strongly for Aries in particular. So if that serves you, I hope so. Okay, so air signs got to trust your intuition too. But unparalleled, like, y'all, listen, this is a period for y'all to really understand your personal power and your self-worth. You all are forgetting that you are often duplicated but never often imitated but never duplicated. Meaning that you're trendsetters, but like you are very much on the precipice of everything. Like, you are the trailblazers. Don't minimize that, and don't shrink yourself. You have a tendency to also get so caught up in the minutia of daily life that you forget to have fun and to play, which is where you draw your energy resources. It's your joie de vivre, right? So make sure that you are allowing yourselves the time to go and play, to explore, to be more than just what daily life demands require of you. Apologies, y'all. I had to go blow my nose. Allergy season here. I also feel like this has a lot to do with like you needing to show up in the way that you dress differently. Like, you need to play with your wardrobe, play with your outfit, play with your makeup, play with accessories. I keep like new glasses, like new eyewear for some reason. For some of you, I feel like that's a little bit stronger for Leos, but playing with like the eyes, because it'll also help it not only helps the perception of the world around you so you can see better clearly, but also the way that you want others to perceive you. Okay, it's about perception. Aries in particular, this has a lot to do with, I keep hearing mixed media art, like mixed mediums. I also feel like it has a lot to do with, for some reason, Aries, you all may be looking at getting a new car. Sagittarius, I feel like this has a lot to do with your philosophies and the way that you show up in your writing. This has a lot to do with writing and the way that you're communicating. But across the board, illumination. This is a time where people are you're going to ascend and transcend social norms, social status. Like, I just see clout. December and January is going to really show y'all that you are the GOAT in your industry in some capacity. Now, what I like about this is that I'm not seeing anybody, and you pulled the Hermit twice between two different decks. I'm going to put that out there. You were so you're so inward and into yourself. You're not getting ahead of yourself. You're not believing the hype. You're not even calling yourself the GOAT. You're not calling yourself, like, referring to yourself as like these accolades or anything like that. It's just very much head down. I'm just here to do my job. I'm just here to live my purpose. There's a grace that I'm seeing here. Yeah, Earth treasure, like, have like, I know this have no fears inverted, but I'm not reading it as such. I kind of read that as like there's no fear, doesn't even serve a purpose. Like, you're not even looking at fears. There's a little anxiety around like how it will be received. But that's natural and that's normal. But whatever it is that you do professionally, whatever it is that you are offering into the world right now, I see you guarding and protecting yourself and keeping like your personal life at a distance, but also being able to know like how to put like separating the persona from the person. if that makes sense. I hope it does. Keeping a lot of shit like close to the belt, like just keeping it to you, especially top of the year, like January 2023. I see you being like very closed off, outside of how you want to be seen and when you choose to be seen. Very clandestine. It's the end of you being overly accessible to people. You are realizing that because you have sown the seeds and that you have a certain level of clout, that you now get to pick and choose who has access to you and when they have access to you. Be very clear though that less is more, but consistency is everything. So if you're going to commit to being out in the public, commit in a way that is sustainable for you, but also in a way that people can kind of find a rhythm to. So let's say that you choose to have quarterly events, or that you choose to do something biannually. It doesn't have to land on the same date or within the same month, but 4 times out of the year, they know that they're going to be able to see fire sign, or 4 times, or biannually or semi-annually, they know that this event for fire signs or something pertaining to you will be available to them and accessible. They may not know the date, they may not know when, right? Because you still need to have that anticipation or a certain level of mystique, right? That comes into play. This also may be a time that you're leaning into some earth sign, namely Virgo energy. I specifically feel that for Sag, because I feel like Sag is dealing a little bit more with like the teaching, the arts, communication, like communication as it pertains to like an actual written medium, or like speaking, like teaching. I literally see like teaching, having to be present and showing up to be the educator. Also tap into that Virgo energy for structure, for clarity, and service, because I am seeing some service that's involved. Leo and Aries, not as much when it comes to like the Virgo energy, but the earth energy of cultivation, curating, being able to be very clear and decisive and resolute when it comes to your time and your resources, by all fucking means. Make sure that there are boundaries. And that goes for all 3 signs. Boundaries are everything. Because the great thing about fire is that it is a beautifully amazing canvas and catalyst for everything. The hard part is sustaining the ember. Because y'all will burn hot and fast at rapid speeds. So make sure that you are always going in and knowing when to turn up and put in more air and more earth to stoke the fire, but also know when it's time to pull back. So that way you can simmer down to like a slow burn. So that way you can sustain your fire consistently. That way you're not trying to like protect this last little ember and pray it doesn't like burn out and fizzle. Okay, make sure that you are also allowing yourself the opportunity to be very clear with what you want to say, what you're trying to convey. And this goes to artists in particular. I just feel like being intentional with your art, with your medium, is going to be so profound, because there's something that some of you have been trying to say for so long that has not made sense to people because they have not been ready to receive it. They haven't had the mentality, they haven't had the headspace, they haven't had the mental and the spiritual clearing to really embrace something counter to the norm. And now people are starting to wake up, and now they can actually see your message and what you've been trying to do in totality, to the extent that if some of you're like on social media, namely YouTube, people are going to go back and retrace your steps and be like, oh shit, they've been on this, right? Like, this isn't new. Oh, how come I didn't know about it 4 or 5 years ago, pre-pandemic, and it's just because I wasn't in that headspace to receive it. So keep that in mind. I also want to be very clear about the fact that you're gonna have to look at people and decide who gets to stay and who kind of needs to fall off on their own. This is a time where you're clearing social houses for yourself. Everybody can't go on this next level with you. The journey is not meant to be shared with everybody. So keep that in mind. All right, so Aries, I'm going to start with you. As far as your individual reading, you got the Sun. Let's see who your herbal ally is. Who's the herbal ally for Aries? You can't be the whole damn deck now. Oh, okay, Aries. You have 2 people that want to come out and play. You have Calendula, which is to brighten, which is also really great for the skin. If you've been having any issues with your skin, like random rashes, some dryness, scaliness, or anything like that, take some calendula flowers or even the oil. Put your favorite carrier oil, let it soak at least about 3 to 5 days, but the longer the better. And then you can use it as a bath oil. It really helps with softening and brightening the skin. It's also usually pretty gentle. So we tend to use it for people who have like really sensitive allergies. And then indigo, which enhances. So indigo, as most people know, is what's used in order to dye our denim. So this may be a great time for you to think about, just if you're a jeans and t-shirt kind of person, this is the perfect time for you to incorporate more denim. This is also a great thing because indigo is also used in traditional Chinese medicine as a cooling herb. So it actually helps to lower fevers. So this is actually a time where if you're feeling a little extra fiery, a little extra hot, or your temper is hot, wear some more denim, incorporate the color indigo into your life. It'll help to quell your temper and modulate your fire, like I was talking about earlier. With the Sun here, and it's number 19, so this is the ending of a cycle. This is you letting go and cutting shit out that no longer serves you. And I see a lot of trust because you're able to see and survey your land in your terrain, because the sun is there. It's illuminating your path. You're able to trust more within yourself and to trust spirit. I feel like some of y'all haven't really been trusting spirit. Jesus, come on now. Thank you. Angel of Time, Remph. I literally keep hearing, time, it's on my side. Yes, it is. I'm not singing for Grammys, people. I'm just doing what I'm called to do in that moment. But there you go. So time is on your side, and it's your time. Like, look how this image is just sitting and surveying their terrain, looking how far they've come, looking at where they want to go, and seeing the opportunity, right? But also knowing that time waits for no one, but that time is also an ally. King of Cups. You've mastered your deeper emotions that you haven't necessarily allowed yourself to delve into in your youth. But I also feel like this is somebody coming in and offering you love. This is you offering yourself love first, and because you've offered yourself love first, now somebody else can come in and offer it to you because you have allowed yourself room to love you on your terms. And you're basking in the newness of it all. And you're like gushing over yourself and like the possibilities for what's to come and what's next. You're ready for it. You're longing and yearning for it. I don't feel like this person is going to be manipulative. I feel like this is somebody who may have even had their eye on you or been looking for someone like you for some time. I do get a sense of kismet around how you all meet. I don't get a timeline, but just know like what you've closed out in December moving into January, it's done some bomb ass work. Don't be surprised if love is not a new love is not on the horizon. Emphasis on the new. I don't feel like this is old or revisited. This is a new love. It's a love affair within yourself and what you do, and because of that, your that energy is attracting someone and something new. And it's an enhancement. Like, I don't feel codependency here, especially with time. Like, you're taking your time. You're allowing this person in on your journey. You realize that you're a commodity. It kind of reminds me of one of the, my favorite Eartha Kitt videos where, somebody was just like, why don't you have a man? And she looked at him and just busted out laughing. And she goes, I want to fall in love with myself and let somebody in on the journey. Right? And that has, since I've seen that, like, that's stuck with me. And that's literally what I see you doing. Like, I'm so pro me that I'm willing to let you be a part of this journey. But if not, kick rocks and fuck you. So I hope that serves you, Aries. All right. Leo. The way others view you is none of your business. That's funny because my mom used to say that to me all the time. In all seriousness, Leo, I just keep seeing y'all swag being on 250. Like, y'all are about to be a problem in 2023 in a beautiful way. I just keep hearing your roar. Y'all are speaking up. Y'all are showing out. Y'all are like the creativity that flows from you. I can't make this up. Like, seriously. Phanuel, angel of truth. Come on now. I just said, like, y'all are speaking up. Like, you are speaking your truth. You are living your truth. You are looking at people and it's just like, yep, this is me. You don't like it? Fuck you. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I'm out. This made for those who are part of the rainbow tribe, LGBTQ plus, this may be a time where more of you are choosing to live your truth outwardly. If you haven't been vocal or out of, I don't want to say out of the closet because it's insensitive, but like, if you have not shared that aspect of your journey in this life, when it comes to your sexuality and with family and friends, this is going to be a time where I see that happening. Beginning of the year, it's not so much new year, new me. It's more of a I'm leaving. 2022 is the last year that I choose to live in silence. There's just a lot of truth that's coming up, but for some reason I heard very clearly that may be a time where people share that aspect of their truth. The Hermit inverted, like, I don't see anybody being married to any one philosophy. For Leo, I don't see you being tethered to any one way of being. There's so much fluidity. There's just so much, and I cannot go back enough to like this dress. There's something about the way that you are dressed and that you are showing up and choosing to like visually show who and what your soul is through fashion. There's something about fashion for y'all right now that comes through very strong in this reading. And it's very profound. It's like, and you're showing up, and because you are loving and embodying what you're wearing, all eyes are on you. And Leo is naturally a sign of magnetism, so y'all are just like, all right, so now that I have your attention, right, own that shit this year. Own all of it. 2023, please embody that. Because I'm looking at y'all and y'all just sparkle and it's beautiful. I'm in awe. All right. I hope that serves you. Oh, you need your herbal ally. My bad. Wasn't trying to shortchange y'all. Oh, one popped out. See? Sneaky. Ooh, pine. Persevere. Pine is also about fortification, and it helps people to be a bit more resolute and to maintain their stance, especially when it comes to thought, because we smell pines. It's very uplifting, hence perseverance. But I really feel like In moments where you feel shaky, where you're not sure if you're doing the right thing or if something feels rocky, you're gonna persevere. You have persevered through some of the hardest trials of your life. So continue to do the work. You're gonna persevere. I hope that served you well, Leo. All right, Sag. Ooh. Clear vision. You are right. And look, yeah, Malcolm. I told you, Sag, you're gonna be teaching this year. You were going to be in the limelight in a way that you had never anticipated. I know Sagittarius is known for being the guru, but I keep seeing that you being the unintended guru. Like, you weren't trying to like profess yourself to be that, but others will be saying that about you. It's going to make you a bit uncomfortable at first, but just know that other people's monikers for you is not necessarily one that you have to own for yourself. You got a couple of angels because I feel like you're going to be lifting a heavy load. 4 popped out, so I'm going to go ahead and give them to you. You have Gabriel, the angel of heralds, so God's messenger, right? And look at everything that is around Gabriel, right? Like at the bottom, we have the icy cold, right? And Gabriel is, of course, unfazed by that. And then you've got this portal here, right? You are going to be the portal that is used. The gateway. You're the bridge between what's happening. I'm wondering what this means for me because I got Sagittarius. Stay tuned. But right, and notice like you got all this gold, right, and it's kind of fiery, right? Like you're gonna be lighting a fire, like shaking people up. You're lighting a fire under some asses and like really like illuminating. You see all that illumination, right? You're like and gold is definitely divine protection. Gevurah, which is the left hand in judgment. So I don't really feel like this is so much you judging, but I do feel like it's you being able to withstand the judgment of what's going to come. Not everybody's going to be ready for what you have to say. Not everybody is ready for what you have, like to hear what you have to say. And not everybody's going to be very forthcoming one way or the other with how they feel. But just know you're protected and that you're going to be able to withstand it. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. Is literally what I keep hearing. Hazmat, angel of annihilation, and Yesod, which root is connection. You about to tear some shit, like turn some shit on its heads. You are upending a lot of old paradigms. Like this is a paradigm shift, and you're part of the paradigm shift. You're forcing people to really think about what it is that they thought that they believed, and how they showed up in the world, and how they showed up for themselves. Namely, if they showed up from themselves, like the way that they perceived the world before meeting you, even if it's just having coffee, their whole perception is about to shift. You about to rock some people. But you're because you are stepping into your divine mission, your connection to the Most High, to the cosmos, to your ascended masters, to the angelic realm, to earth, to other dimensions. Your connection is about to be top-notch, unwavering, like can't nobody rock it. Your inner world, your imagination is about to be on 1 billion, right? You will feel as if you are living more in the 5D and other higher dimensions than you are ever in the 3D. Like I would encourage you to find ways to tether to the 3D and to be able to kind of float back and forth, because it's going to be hard for you to want to come back here because of how things are moving for you. Because you're kind of like a herald of going between dimensions. We all are multi-dimensional. And see, like, it's coming in so fast into me right now that I'm having a hard time to articulate it. You will find that it is hard for you to get it all out. So just keep that in mind. But also I wanted to show you this picture because for the angel of annihilation, remember I said uprooting? See? They're not tethered to any one realm. They're floating in between. And even with them, right, kind of defending themselves from onslaughts that are coming toward them and the ones that are going away, you know, like them hurling things back, they're still protected. So just know, especially their mind is protected, right? Their portal is protected. Their crown is protected. So just know that any intellectual, and their heart too, right? Because the heart is illuminated in this picture. So they're like giving from the heart. There's like, it's not rooted in ego. It's rooted in wanting to share from a place of love, of humanity, right? And because they are a solo, right? Keep that in mind. Solo mission. You're going to feel a little lonely. I know I spend a lot of time right there, but you got some heavy hitters that are working with you, because I don't often get those last two. I don't often get those in readings, so. All right. Come on, Steampunk. You got anything to say to Sag? You're my most Sagittarian deck. You don't have anything to say to Sag? This is my hand with my little thumb, so takes a little longer. I apologize, y'all. For those of you who don't know, moment of vulnerability, I do have 2 mismatched thumbs. My mom used to make fun of me about it as a kid, but I've learned to just embrace it. It is what it is. All right, Steampunk, you don't have anything to say to Sag? One more pass. Okay, there we go. Okay. I guess you got tired of me asking, huh? You'll be all right. 6 of Swords and the King of Wands inverted. You moving away from some shit. You are moving, like the shit that used to turn you on and make you happy. Because you're leveling up, you can't go down those corridors anymore. And I mean, you can, but it doesn't do for you what it used to do. And that's all right. So don't judge yourself in the sense that it doesn't do it for you anymore. You've grown, right? Appreciate the memories and the fact that you've gone down those corridors and you've been able to hang out with those people, but that doesn't make you fake or less than because that was the case. It just means that at the end of the day, that's a chapter that's done. Now it's time for you to go down some new corridors and make some new memories. Also, don't be surprised if being uprooted or like tethered, like I don't think that you're going to be living in one space in 2023, like starting 2023. The opportunities to like kind of be bi-coastal, I keep hearing, or being remote, but like internationally so, may avail themselves to you. And then Mallow, adversity, right? Going back to what I was saying about this angel of judgment, any adversities that you have, you're going to be divinely protected and you're going to have what you need in order to move to the next level and to navigate those spaces. We all, even in the best of moments, there's always something that makes us feel tripped up and like we go through some hardship or adversity, but use it as a time to grow as a person, as a brand, and stand on your humanity. That's what I keep hearing. To stand on your humanity. You make a mistake, I apologize, I'm human. I'm going to grow from this situation. I'm going to be a better version of myself because I haven't gone through this. And own it and say thank you for the opportunity to allow me to learn with you and to grow. And move forward. You don't have to grovel. You don't have to placate to other people's sensibilities. Like, let it be what it is. So, I appreciate all of you. Thank you for allowing me to read for you today. I sincerely hope that this serves you well in December and January. Drop some comments below. Let me know what's going on. 2023 and 2024 feels epic as fuck for everybody. But for fire and air in particular, it just feels like this is like go time. So let me know how this works, like how this resonates, and like if you got some shit that starts popping off. Until next time, keep y'all's gauges forward.